And then that alarm electrocutes me. I curse the tangible universe. How dare you deal me this king, then tear me away from his skin prior to sun peaks? Reality proves to mate well with irony, defies all of the happy ending connections stuffed down our throats since birth. You see, we've discovered the work. You come from country, that of another and that of our own, and you arrive essentially alone. That initial evening conjoining guitar strings, you kept questioning, what's the catch? The catch is that I've become so attached that all pain points toward you as my medicinal man. The catch is that my intrigue in you is so grandiose that I, me, the most secure amid insecure seas, can't help but to question what in the good name of fuck you found in me. And the catch is, you've never fully given yourself. A mechanical method engineered through the equations of lone wandering wolves. The catch is I'm on edges of all kinds all of the time, peering over and into the unknown, emotions sporadic and shooting through my successes and into your arms when the applause stops and I no longer want the wretched world to see the fillings of this silhouette, when the lights are so bright that my pores peel into aches, when the metaphors minimize and moisten into mold, when relevance grows old, when the artiste can no longer please and all that's left is lengthy, listless LV. It is you who I wish to collapse onto, and majority of the time that's quite literally what I do. I give my 6 a.m. 60 seconds until my locks line your chest like backward wings. I can't help it. I'd rather run to work than miss out on your most majestic of movements, seemingly effortless like those irises, I want to eat your philosophies. I swim in your knowledge, the vastness, the solidity. But you take two people who express opposingly and you're left with communication messes wherever you go, but best believe we go. I'll take the reactive strength that both hurts and heals when ensued by who you love most. I'll sit over smoke signals of puzzle pieces of schedules and configure them until my finger bones expire. Tire myself with misunderstandings stemming from misguidance because I'd rather miss the eyelids than to miss more than a millisecond of sweet coexistence. I once told you I'd follow you into the unknown. I've already roamed the length of this city unaware that I was looking for you, my human home. Picket fence as hands, windowsill as bone, plumbing as lungs, all locked doors sealed and left to be undone. Knowing the risk, I still took the jump, or rather the slip. We happened to one another. And now we muster muscles for what won't allow growth. I sweat through the work, but we glow, I welcome inevitable pain. I will it, prepare it, preventative methods for future, and I love you when laid upon hospital bed just as much as I will when you're seated on success's throne. What's ride or die? We transcend, we can fly, we have already flown. After long days of work and poetry play, you carry me off couches when I can't carry myself. Too many evenings, your computer screen blares in languages I can't comprehend, and I wonder, will your evening ever end? You don't seem to intend to finish until your work is done. It inspires me. So I'm fully prepared to proceed in rolling up sleeves, letting the dirt particles build up under fingernails as we create singular space among this unforgiving digital space that isn't kind to those of us who encourage togetherness. The rainbows have left, but the butterflies remain. And perhaps persistence isn't too painful anyway. I mean, after all, music brought us together and the notes proceed to play. I do hope the sheet of chords never dwindle. I pray the bass line perpetuates even when it's too loud. I hope the horns don't lack breath. I hope the keys never stiffen. I hope to be yours, only yours until the sound stop, and maybe even after that too. I'll work and I'll rise and I'll work and I'll rise, and you'll work and you'll rise, and we'll work and we'll rise, and best believe we go. Let the wretched world take note of this flow that we know, of this flow that I own, that you know, that we know, only we know. At the end of it all, we are inexplicable. Always into the exhausted other end and on to the unknown. And maybe even after that too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, During the pandemic, I did a lot of virtual shows, as you can imagine, and whenever I did them, when Tim was there, he would bust on camera and like tackle me at the end of that. All right, so that was my set, but before I leave the stage, I do want to let you all know, as you navigate this new existence, please be kind to your fellow humans. We are a grieving society. We are a grieving world. You don't know how this pandemic has affected other people. Please be kind and please be conscious of your words. If this last couple years has taught us anything, it is the importance of human connection and human kindness. And that's all I just want to say. I am Leah V, and I am my father's daughter. Thank you and good night.
Try this. Give it up one more time for Leah V. It doesn't get better than that. I can't tell you how proud I am of Leah, how much she's developed as an artist. I mean, she's a pro at this point. She's top level and deserves to be on this stage. For those of you that don't know, I am Mike Geffner. I am the founder and producer of The Inspired Word. And I made a decision for this night. I wanted to dedicate this show to a man that used to come on these nights, and my memory of him was smiling, a very proud smile at the end of every show, and that was Leah's dad, Waldemar, and I want to dedicate this show to him. See if I could get through this. If we could just spend 10 seconds, those of you that knew him, to think of a great thought. He was a beautiful man. He created this beautiful lady right here. So just 10 seconds and thinking of something nice about him. And for those of you that didn't know him, say a prayer. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyway, I want to a lot of shout outs, and I want to bring up some people. I want to bring up Ian Bamberger and his band. Are you out there, Ian?